Did you know dogs can hold grudges for years over tiny mistakes? It's true, they're not as forgiving as you might think. In this video, we're diving into 15 mistakes that might make your dog secretly hate you for life. Not knowing these mistakes could hurt your bond forever. Trust me, you don't want to be on your pup's bad side. Now let's dive into these relationship-wrecking habits. Number 15, physical punishment. A lot of people think a little tap on the nose or a smack on the bottom doesn't hurt a dog, but it does hurt, both physically and emotionally. Hitting your dog or using any kind of physical punishment doesn't teach them anything except to be afraid of you. It creates fear, not respect. Instead of using force, focus on positive reinforcement. Reward good behavior with treats, praise, and affection. Remember, you want a happy, confident companion, not a nervous wreck. Number 14, yelling or shouting. When someone yells at you, do you suddenly understand them better? Of course not. It just makes you feel stressed, angry, and misunderstood. Well, it's the same for your dog. When you shout, your dog doesn't hear the words you're saying. All they hear is anger, which makes them anxious and confused. Use a firm but gentle tone when you're training or giving commands. You'll be surprised how much better your dog will listen and respond when you approach them with calmness and understanding. Number 13, neglecting their needs. Dogs aren't just cute accessories to show off to your friends. They're living, breathing beings with real physical and emotional needs that you need to fulfill. Skipping walks, forgetting to brush their fur, or feeding them poor quality food are all forms of neglect. Dogs crave structure, routine, and the security of knowing that their needs will be met. Don't forget about mental stimulation. Puzzle toys, interactive games, and learning new tricks can keep them mentally sharp. Take care of their needs, and they'll reward you with unconditional love and loyalty. Number 12, leaving them alone for long periods. We all have busy lives, I get it. Between work, social commitments, and errands, it can be hard to find time for everything. But dogs are pack animals and thrive on companionship. They need social interaction to stay happy and healthy. Leaving them alone for long periods can trigger separation anxiety, leading to destructive behaviors like barking, howling, and chewing on furniture. If you have to leave for work or other commitments, make sure they have plenty of toys and puzzles to keep them occupied. Interactive toys can be a great way to stimulate their minds and keep them busy. Consider hiring a dog walker or taking them to doggy daycare. These options provide your dog with the exercise and social interaction they crave. A tired dog is a happy dog, and a happy dog is less likely to get into trouble. Regular exercise can help burn off excess energy and reduce anxiety. Remember, your dog sees you as their whole world. They rely on you for love, companionship, and care. Make sure to spend quality time with them whenever you can. Number 11, using harsh training tools. There's never any justification for using pain or fear to train a dog. Harsh training tools like shock collars, choke chains, and prong collars are cruel and counterproductive. These tools might provide a quick fix, but they don't address the root of the problem and can cause long-term psychological damage. Choose humane and effective training methods that focus on positive reinforcement and clear communication. Training should be a positive and rewarding experience for both you and your dog. Number 10, lack of socialization. Socialization is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Dogs need to be exposed to a variety of sights, sounds, people, and other dogs from a young age. A dog that hasn't been properly socialized is more likely to be fearful, anxious, and reactive in new situations. Start by taking them to puppy classes, dog parks, or even just for walks in busy areas. Continue to expose your dog to new experiences throughout their life to ensure they remain confident and well-adjusted. A well-socialized dog is a joy to be around. Number 9, failing to recognize illness or pain. Dogs are masters at hiding pain and discomfort. As their guardians, it's our responsibility to pay close attention to their behavior and recognize the subtle signs that something might be wrong. Changes in appetite, energy levels, or bathroom habits could indicate underlying health problems. Don't dismiss these changes as just getting old or being stubborn. Early detection is key to treating many health conditions and ensuring your furry friend lives a long and healthy life. Number 8, inconsistency in training. Inconsistency is the enemy of effective training. dogs thrive on routine and predictability. When you're inconsistent with your commands and expectations, you're sending mixed messages that only confuse and frustrate your dog. The key to success is establishing clear rules from the beginning and sticking to them. Make sure everyone in your household is on the same page and using the same commands and cues. Consistency is key to building a well-behaved and well-adjusted dog. Number 7, ignoring body language. Dogs are constantly communicating with us, but they don't use words. Instead, they rely on a rich tapestry of body language to express their feelings and needs. They use a complex and nuanced language of body language that we need to learn to understand. This includes everything from the way they position their ears to the way they wag their tails. Ignoring these signals is like turning a deaf ear to your dog. It can lead to misunderstandings and missed opportunities to connect with your furry friend. For example, a dog that's feeling anxious or threatened might yawn, lick their lips, tuck their tail, or avoid eye contact. These are subtle signs that can tell you a lot about how your dog is feeling. Learning to read your dog's body language is like unlocking a secret code that deepens your understanding and connection. It allows you to respond appropriately to their needs and emotions. Pay attention to the subtle cues, and you'll be amazed at what you can learn. By being attentive and responsive, you can build a stronger, more trusting relationship with your dog, making both of your lives richer and more fulfilling. Number 6, teasing or playing roughly. What might seem like harmless fun to you can be terrifying and confusing for your dog. Dogs don't understand teasing. When you pull their tail, poke them in the ribs, or engage in roughhousing, they don't see it as play. This type of interaction can damage their trust in you, and even lead to aggression. Instead, focus on play that is safe, enjoyable, and mutually rewarding. Play should be a bonding experience that strengthens your relationship. Number 5, not providing boundaries. Dogs need boundaries to feel safe, secure, and understand their place in the family pack. Without boundaries, they become confused, anxious, and unsure of how to behave. Establishing clear boundaries helps them understand what's acceptable and what's not. Start by setting simple rules and be consistent with your enforcement. Reward them when they follow the rules. Boundaries provide your dog with the structure and guidance they need to thrive. Number 4, being overly dominant. There's a big difference between being a leader and being a dictator. True leadership is not about dominance or forcing your will on your dog. It's about building a relationship based on trust, respect, and mutual understanding. Instead of trying to be the alpha, focus on being a calm, assertive, and consistent leader. Set clear boundaries, provide guidance, and reward desired behaviors. When you earn your dog's trust and respect, you'll be amazed at the bond you can create. Number 3, long time in crate. Crates can be valuable tools for house training and providing a safe space for your dog. But a crate should never be used as a punishment or a place to confine your dog for extended periods. Prolonged confinement can lead to boredom, frustration, and even separation anxiety. If you must crate your dog, make sure it's for reasonable short periods and that they get plenty of exercise and interaction with you when they're out. A crate should be a place of comfort and security, not confinement. Number 2, forcing unwanted interactions. Not all dogs are social butterflies. Forcing your dog to interact with people or other animals they're uncomfortable with is stressful for them and can be dangerous. Dogs experience the same emotions as humans. When you force them into unwanted interactions, you're putting them in a situation where they feel trapped and threatened. It's important to respect your dog's boundaries and let them approach others at their own pace. Pay attention to your dog's body language and let them guide you. Number 1, forcing them into situations they fear. We all want our dogs to be adventurous and enjoy new experiences. Seeing them happy and confident in different environments brings joy to both the pet and the owner. But there's a fine line between encouraging them to step outside their comfort zone and forcing them into situations that terrify them. Pushing them too hard can lead to increased anxiety and fear, making the situation worse. Forcing them to confront their fears head-on will only make it worse. It can cause them to shut down or develop new fears. Instead of helping, it can create a cycle of fear and avoidance. The key is to desensitize and counter-condition them to their fear gradually and with positive reinforcement. This means rewarding them for calm behavior and slowly increasing their exposure to the feared object or situation. Start by exposing them to the feared stimulus at a distance or in a controlled environment where they feel safe. Gradually decrease the distance or increase the intensity as they become more comfortable. Patience, understanding, and positive reinforcement are key to helping your dog overcome their fears. Celebrate small victories and be consistent in your approach. With time and effort, your dog can learn to face their fears with confidence. Congratulations on watching this informative video about dogs' behavior. You've taken a major step towards becoming a more understanding and compassionate dog owner. Now you know how to avoid making your dog secretly hate you. Check out our next video where we'll be discussing 15 signs that indicate your dog is truly happy and living their best life. Until next time, remember to keep those tails wagging.